Hello, and welcome back to From the Depths. It's Trekker, and it's about time we start. Last time, well, there wasn't really a last time. That's sort of like a spin-off. I designed a ship that's designed to take on the Deepwater Guard. So, in this episode, our first episode, let's do that. Now, just a disclaimer here. So these difficulty presets, I'm going to be using easy, but I'm going to change the settings to something a bit harder than easy. The reason is because it starts you out differently. So with easy, it starts you out with the classic Deepwater Guard thing, and that's kind of how I plan to navigate this. This kind of spawns you in a different location, and this one, I'm not sure which factions would be mad at you, but they're sort of like the intermediate ones. This one spawns you next to the Twin Guard, I think, because you have a trade fleet like right there. This one spawns you basically right in the middle of everything. And it's kind of ridiculous. So, in fact, actually, you can kind of look in these descriptions and it tells you where you went. So, like, you'd be around Orhurst. And, okay. So, lightning hoods and white flares. Alright. This one, it's the Guardian Alliance and, so that's the Twin Guard and the Steel Striders. And then this is just everything. But we're going to go on easy. And let's just fix these things. I wish I could disable the damage difficulty entirely because that's kind of just enemies cheating. I will go by 3% because that's what I usually go by. And let's go 2.5 so that we see very powerful designs. And that's what we're going to be going with. Now, I think the very first thing that we have to do, if we're really going to be successful in the campaign, is build a satellite. So let's do that. And I'm thinking, you know what, we have a use for this after all. So usually I just scrap the boat sweep boat. This time, let's actually do something with it. So I'm just going to go and convert this thing into a satellite. It'll be ridiculous, but I don't think I care about what ridiculous is at this point. And that is all the internals. Should we keep the wheel? Nah, we don't need a wheel. I'm just going to replace this with an AI box, because having some kind of vulnerability is probably important. Also, may as well just leave the frame the same. I'm just going to go and put my usual system. Since this is a satellite, I like to use RTGs to power it, but that's probably going to change at some point. Let's see here. So that'll be RTGs here and here, and then what I'm going to do is electric engine here. Oh, wrong way. And then we're just gonna put like a flat battery storage here. Why not? And then I'm just going to put in my PIDs. Alright, so I have all those set up. I'm just going to grab these beams and I'm just going to make a bit of a, I guess like just a couple of extensions here, which I will then mount upward thrust on. Specifically ion thrusters. And then I'm just going to modify all these settings. But we're not all done yet. I need to actually set up the satellite. The actual sensors. I need to set up the sensors, so I'm going to just do something kind of like this. And this is the most ridiculous looking thing I've ever made. Why is this thing not lifting? Oh, I have no engine. Oh, okay. This was a little far off. Now we have some propulsion, and this thing should take us all the way into space. And As you can see, I may as well change this. This is an aircraft, and we're gonna move it right here because why not? And now we just have the map revealed to us. But let's just take a moment though and appreciate how ridiculous this is. Honestly, I just want to take a screenshot of that. Actually, even better. Look at that thing. That's just ridiculous. I love it. Look at this. We're so high up now. What can we see? It appears we can see everything that we want to see. So it's just gonna float here forever. It's going to have an infinite amount of energy, and yep, this is going to be our satellite. Anyway, now we just wait. We head down to our thing. There's actually something I do want to do, and that is also we don't want to have our refineries turned on because I feel as though like that'll just compromise us. We have nowhere to send it to. And I'm just gonna stuff all of my materials that I have in my hands in the container there. And now we wait. Oh, and what I'm waiting for is to get about 70k materials so that I can do a sweet little time lapse of the first starter ship design. I would say that's enough starting materials. I just want this to go by as quickly as possible, so I'm just going to do this. Because why not? I'm just gonna line this whole thing. Sorry, light, we don't need you. Maybe I'm going a little overboard there. And I'm going to spawn in the Asunder. So 50 meters away and hold until 100% complete. Now we load one. And alright, so now it's just time to build this thing. Haha. It's complete, but I think I forgot to set something up. Let's split this off first. And then, in resources, we want to keep 70% of our resources. And there we go. This thing is ready to conquer the world. But first, since I'm in resource mode, I need to wait for it to gain a little bit more resources than this. I'm thinking what I should do is, let's fix this to be a creator, but then say, we don't keep any material. That should allow this ship to just take all of that. We have like 3,000. Okay, let's go.
Moving now.
And there we go. Let's turn the resource bars off, and I'm going to spawn right on top. Whoa, I didn't expect that to teleport my camera like that. I thought it would show me in the chair. But yeah, now we just head off to unknown waters and to try to secure our first expansion. Well, actually no, we're just gonna try to capture the closest point here. So we'll go here and we'll capture around here until the Deepwater Guard take notice of us. Then we'll attack and take the Sinner's outpost. Sound like a plan? Alright. Alright, one down.
Moving now.
May as well go here.
Moving now.
Oh. Looks like the Deepwater Guard have noticed us. So now, it might be a little greedy, but that's just a trade fleet. that it? Is that an airship? I'm guessing it is. It's a simoon. Yep. So I need to keep a very close eye out for flying squirrels because we're going to want to defend. And maybe we can catch the Sinner's Outpost. Yeah, looks like... Oh, it's... That's weird. It was supposed to pick up resources at Sinner's Outpost, but then it turned around. Okay, let's slow the game speed down to ×4. We're going to capture this. And we want to get this Sinner's Outpost as soon as possible. Grouper. That's just picking up resources. What's a grouper? That's another kind of airship. These are probably like the more lower level designs. And look at that, we got a strike on an intercept. Well, good luck, strike, because your days are numbered. In fact, they're so numbered, I'm even going to be polite and wait for you to come to me. Let's begin this battle. I may as well, just in case, drop out, and let's get our interface back up. That way I can actually see where they're going to be. There we are. Let's just take care of this. They're not even going to be able to hit us. We probably won't even land a cannon shot on it before our missiles finish it off. AI dead. That was just one volley and it took out the AI. And that should get us quite a bit of resources, which we picked up. That probably paid for itself. So we're going to just pull everything. Right now we're at a deficit for the resources we have. That's fine. There's flying squirrels after us, but it doesn't matter.
Receiving.
That's fine.
Moving now.
Got the flying squirrel continuing on its trajectory. Can I please attack this flying squirrel before it... Alright. Let's attack both of these. Why not?
Receiving.
I'm going to spawn at this angle. Let's begin the battle. So, now we're against the Sinner's Outpost. And yeah, none of those shots are going to even land. Are they even going to go for the... Maybe not at first. They're going to get off a couple shots on us. Just because we got a more juicy target for the missiles to follow. How bad is it? Congratulations, you knocked off one block. And you got missiles after you. Oh, they retargeted. They see the more juicy target there. They probably won't even make it. Either way, they're not hitting us. Nope, the missiles all expired. Alright.
Receiving.
This flying squirrel's annoying, but... What? We hit it? Wait, how? I don't know why our ship is targeting this flying squirrel, but it's getting annoying. Alright. Please, any of you, impact. There we go. That takes care of the flying squirrel. Oh, look at that, resource beams. That's a new thing they added. Shouldn't be too hard to get to that. Won't be much though. And now let's actually pause the game and take a look at the Sinner's Outpost, now that we're properly engaged with it. So like 3 main guns, some kind of minigun, which seems to be having difficulties, and just an unnecessary amount of resource gatherers. Let's sink it. Yeah. Our guns might be fairly ineffective. I think the missiles will do the most damage here. Yep, there goes the AI. No earth-shattering kabooms this time. If any one of our shots landed on a turret, then it would have been glorious, but nope. So we're just gonna pull everything there and capture. Alright,
Receiving.
now it's about time we actually build something. So we have about 5k resources to work with, so the first thing that I'm going to want to do is go to New Blueprints and then Fortress. I'm just gonna spawn a fortress here. That's unfortunately going to create a clone. Like, that block's never going to be deleted, but that's fine. I actually don't need to turn anything off. I don't need to stabilize this, so very first thing I'm going to do is just, I don't know, let's just do the bare minimum here. Now there's a couple more things that I kind of want to do. I need to put an AI mainframe on it. Otherwise it's just kind of invisible to the AI. And again, like, I'd rather have that. And I suppose I may as well do a little bit of a thing. Maneuver will be fortress maneuver. And then behavior is just going to be resource gathering. And we'll just turn those on. And that should be everything. And if we seem to be losing power, I actually could increase this. We could go 6 on one end. My plan will be just to have a fortress controller here. I suppose. And oh, now it's going to move. And I just fell off.
Receiving. Listening.
And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to say L. We want to drop this thing lower until we start gaining energy again. Nope. We're not gaining energy at all. I need another one of these. That's probably going to help us. Apparently we ran out. And now we're definitely gaining resource. So, yeah. This is going to be our temporary little platform. So already got the need for at least 4 different designs here. We need one of these and a satellite, a proper satellite, because we can't use a starting rib. That's just ridiculous. But we're going to do it anyway because why not, I guess. Anyway, how are we at base? Oh, we're still not even close. So, as you can see, we can capture down here and up here, but for here, we need a vehicle that can fly. Or a tank. Next episode, I'm going to have to go back into the designer specifically for that, and I'm probably also going to resolve a proper design for this vehicle and a proper satellite that maybe provides some sort of actual function in combat, so they have a reason to actually keep it. To like spawn it in combat, because it would be more entertaining if I had a satellite that did something. Even if it's something small like provide detections. Anyway, I think we have time for one more battle though. So while we're harvesting large amounts of resources here,
Receiving.
trying to get like a bare minimum, which honestly isn't that hard, it's just going to take us a little bit.
Receiving.
I'm going to go and actually bombard this this area
Now.
so that we can actually go and capture this area again. And then that'll be probably the end of the episode because I don't really have much more to be doing. Let's just turn our battle interface off and let's raise this to the max. Why not? Let's have a challenge. If things go wrong here, then we're really screwed. So first thing I'm noticing, Falkenheim. Well, that's a big hit, but it's getting repaired right away. These should probably... That's not a Falkenheim at all. What is this thing? I thought we would get a Falkenheim here. That's an Atlas. Oh, that's the original Atlas. As you can see, we're just doing tons and tons of damage, but honestly, yeah, that design was fragile and weak. They gotta send something more dangerous, like an albacore. But honestly, if they send one of those right now, we'd actually be completely screwed. So how about, no, don't send an albacore. And I see this gun.
Receiving.
Our ship should probably be taking on
Engaging now.
this seabird cannon fortress. We have torpedoes to deal with this ship now that it's in the water and it can't lift off. In fact, yep, we just sent a couple. Oh, really? Dolphin jump. I really need to fix that. Maybe I will. Oh, is it going to... Sorry, my mouth is wide open. Those rams, which are not supposed to see any action, actually saw action. That's actually ridiculous. I'm wondering if we should target that thing again. I don't know. Either way, that turret is taking quite a bit of damage, but it appears actually the support platform is what we need to be going after. Alright. Please do not beat yourself, because that would suck. What's going on here? I feel like there's something wrong here. What happened to our engine? Our engine's fine.
Receiving.
We ran out of resources? Also, the battle's not even like its max size.
Receiving.
Okay, shoot the Atlas.
Engaging now.
I didn't expect this to be a problem. How do we run out of resources? Come on, we still have a couple trackers left. I wasn't prepared. We just needed to get 2 damaged. And then somehow to get over to where it is. We do patrol. We can try to go there. Unfortunately, it looks as though we've been very much screwed over. I didn't even check how much resource we had. That. Oh my gosh, it's because it stole all our resources. I think we lost this battle just because I didn't even pay attention. Okay, we're level enough. Yes, we're getting tiny bits of power. Each time we hit something, we're gaining back a little bit of resource. Oh my gosh. Are we actually going to be able to pull this off? There we go. Now we just gotta creep on over here until we get there. We took out yet another thing. Oh my gosh. I did not expect that mistake. How are their resources? Oh yeah, they got plenty of resources. We have none. But we're getting just enough to keep going. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Come on, hit. Oh, we're no longer even I think we just lost the battle. Oh my gosh. Am I going to have to intervene here? I might have to intervene. Alright. Wait. Wait, what? Oh, we received a tiny bit of resource. We have like a tiny bit of resource. Okay. We can work with this. Alright. So, I'm going to set you back to auto.
Taking command.
And I'm... Oh my gosh. Oh, we're like out of resources again.
Receiving.
We need to be like close though.
You're in control.
We need to be like
Now.
super close. Please do not spend all of your resources and then get dead into the water like that. Really? I can't believe it, though. I should have added that thing. 'Cause there's a bit of resource near here,
Receiving.
but there's like none for this ship. Alright, well, they no longer have any weapons, so... Can I just end the battle?
Receiving.
But it is
Receiving.
blockaded.
Listening.
But I have no resources, so I'm going to do this.
Listening. Receiving.
And that should actually solve our logistical issue.
Receiving.
That's going to be a lot better. I didn't even realize. That was so dumb. Okay. You're going to be back onto regular naval because that was just stupid. Now we have everything we need. How did we win this with no resources? I honestly have no clue. But like this thing definitely takes up a decent chunk of the resources when it fights. So maybe there was a patch or something for that because I went and I actually tested this out just because I needed to know if I could even build one of these. And I could. Yeah. Jeez, look at all that. Those missiles. Yep. There goes those enemies.
Receiving.
Let's pull all.
Receiving.
Unfortunately, I have no
Moving
way
now.
of getting onto this land to capture, so
Moving
instead,
now.
I'm just going to have to make do with these two territories. We have about enough resources, so let's actually go and spawn another one of these. And I'll just go ahead and set this thing up.
Receiving. Receiving.
The Sunder is just going to have high levels of material, and I'm just gonna let that bit produce in the background.
Receiving. Receiving.
It's going to take a moment, huh? There we go. Yet another. It looks like it's just defending.
Receiving.
All right.
Receiving.
Oh, we got a bunch of movement here.
Moving now.
Alright, you're going to move to defend. Because it looks like... Yeah. Oh, and they're sending a boat against us, and it's a rapier. Oh, we battle tested this. Let's see if I can get our second boat out. But it's going to take a little while because, well... This thing will have to gift a substantial amount of resources to that. Let's go to ×4. Ugh. Onyx Watch are just capturing all of this, which is tightening up our space. And I don't like it, but we can't do anything to prevent it because we're blocked off. I had a much better start earlier where the Deepwater Guard captured these two squares, and that would have given us the chance. Yeah, Flying Squirrel is now regrouping. It does not want to take this conflict. Huh, this AI... Or are they threatened by someone else? Hmm. There's a flying squirrel up there, I can see by the resource bar. May as well take it out from quite a distance. There's no way any of our cannon shots will hit. Okay, please get the intercept. There we go. Since it didn't hit us, we should actually be pretty much set.
Receiving. Moving now.
May as well capture this, but that's going to be mostly fodder for the AI.
Receiving.
Yeah, that's a flying squirrel, but excuse me.
Receiving.
This thing should be using power to move. Sorry, I just don't want to be cheating. There we go, we're no longer cheating.
Receiving.
Let's just take on yet another flying squirrel, this time much closer range, so it's going to get its missiles off. Probably. Oh, that actually clipped it. Come on. There we go. It shot us and we lost a bunch of... We lost the seat. But I'm also repairing things. Oh my gosh, it hit the cannon. Oh, that was inefficient. I just realized, if I have my repair tentacles on, that's going to skew battles. Let's turn that off. That's another thing that I don't want to do. Yeah, anyway though. Maybe after combat so I can do that, but not during combat. Oh, fishing hole. We want that fishing hole. They're draining it really fast though. Waiting for more fleets to capture. Alright.
Receiving.
Oh, I can capture here? Okay. We have a little more expansion. I could expand down here, but that seems unsafe. We're going to want aircraft if we want to be able to expand safely. But as long as we can capture here, that's actually really nice. It's just disappointing because the Onyx Watch have already cut me off, so... Yeah. We've already weakened their economy, so maybe we should invest a lot more heavily in spy satellites. Okay, with a flying squirrel parked at our doorstep and this tantalizing fishing hole, I think we're going to call it. We have two Asunder class gunboats, both of which are doing a perfectly good job of fending off the enemy and expanding, but we've run into a little problem. As you can see here, the only capture points are on land, and honestly I feel like that might be a bug because it was fixed in this part of the map and it wasn't previously. But either way, let's just run with this and say we need aircraft to really properly hold this area. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go in the designer, design some sort of specialized aircraft, like even if it's not like anti-air, and then we'll take them on. Look, yet another flying squirrel. So, yeah, as more enemies approach, I'm going to call the episode here. See you in the next episode.